Hello, my name is Eleanor. SharePoint is an amazing product, especially for data and document storage, but things can get more challenging when trying to build a knowledge base application. Content authors are most comfortable creating and editing their work in Microsoft Word, but consumers can find it difficult to quickly track down the information they need. But what if you could easily publish documents to a SharePoint site page and provide a simple-to-use structured navigation experience which leverages advanced AI technology so that users can quickly get the answers they need from your trusted information sources? This is where KDocs Publish comes in. Let's see it in action. From a source library, users select one or more documents and then click the Publish To button. From the panel, they simply select the target location and click Publish to start the conversion process. The source documents do not need to be co-located with your knowledge base. A few moments later, the UI reports a successful publishing outcome. It's so simple. Build it how you would want to use it. Now let's see the user experience as a consumer. Published documents can be organized into a hierarchy that we call books. Users can browse the navigation to select articles of interest. The HTML generated when the document was published is loaded into the middle viewer section. A navigation pane on the right is used to quickly access relevant document sections, and quick search tools are on hand to help users find what they need. The Ask panel can be used to engage an AI assistant and ask questions about this article. From the homepage, you can access a simple traditional search feature, but we retrieve the AI-generated summary as this provides a more detailed synopsis of the articles. When you use the Ask feature, you may have access to a list of frequently asked questions which load instantly. For specific questions, you can select an assistant. Hover over an assistant to view their instructions. They all come with their own personality. Site owners can create and manage assistants and their grounding text. Other factors which control the response include whether the context is a specific article, book, or the entire knowledge base, the model type, and your preferred output format. If your assistant generates a useful response, it can be saved as either a personal or shared FAQ. In Explorer mode, you can glide your way through the information space effortlessly by browsing books and articles. How cool is that? You can also use the Explorer inside a document as a useful way to visualize and navigate within an article. Build it as you would want to use it. I'll now hand you over to Colin, who will explain how we built KDocs Publish. Over to you, Dad.
Thanks, Eleanor. KDocs Publish consists of two SharePoint Framework solution packages. The publisher converts source Word documents to HTML and creates site pages with a viewer web part automatically hooked up to it. It also saves extracts based on document headers and generates a summary using AI. The Viewer solution package contains two web parts. The Viewer provides the UI for consumer users as just demonstrated by Eleanor. The admin web part is used to manage books and configure the system. Our SharePoint Framework command extension provides the UI to select source documents, and we use the open source Mammoth.js library to convert them to HTML and save it in Site Assets. We extract raw text from the article, so the SharePoint search engine will index the site page in a meaningful way. The Viewer web part accesses style mappings, book navigations and other configuration settings, and the admin web part is used to configure the system. Amazing as Mammoth is, it just delivers the raw HTML. But to build the Explorer view, navigable tables of contents, deep links to other articles, expanding and collapsible header sections, pulse highlighting, custom style mappings and more required us to convert the source markup into a myriad of custom React components. Well, that was a real but essential challenge if we were to build it as we'd want to use it. Let's now look at the other great challenge, AI integration. We pull apart converted source documents into extracts based on article headers and send these to a text embedding model in the Azure AI Foundry and retrieve a search vector for each extract in response. These extracts and their vectors are then saved in a SharePoint list in your knowledge base site. A web part application page is added when a document is first published. If a user selects an FAQ, the question and response are retrieved and presented directly. When user input is sent to Azure, a search vector is returned. This is used to do a cosine comparison of vectors in the extracts list to find the best matches. The text for each relevant extract, along with conversation history and the grounding text for the assistant, is sent to the selected response augmented generation model, and the AI response is sent back to the user. We also track metrics about users, article and book access, which can be used to generate Power BI reports and dashboards. Users with the necessary permissions can save responses to the FAQ list for their personal reuse or to be shared with others. We chose to access AI models from the Azure Foundry directly. This allowed us to build a beautifully integrated user experience with reduced costs, and means your knowledge bases can be shared with trusted partners who might not be licensed for Copilot. Our extract architecture is designed so that the AI models return content that is grounded in your knowledge base, ensuring accurate and relevant responses. Let's take a very quick look at system administration. The admin web part is only available to site owners. Use it to build books by dragging and dropping site pages into a dynamic navigation tree. Style mappings allow you to brand your knowledge base. And you use this web part to apply global configuration settings, such as connections with Azure Function apps, which call the Azure AI models, and to configure your assistants. To build KDocs Approve, we truly stood on the shoulders of giants, and our thanks goes to anyone involved in these products and projects. Back to you, Eleanor.
Thanks, Dad. So there we have it. KDocs Approve is a truly innovative solution built using the SharePoint framework and leveraging AI services in the Azure Foundry. It allows you to build a knowledge base application in minutes, not weeks. It's easy to maintain, and with integrated AI, it can transform your corporate information into valuable knowledge, leading to improvements in productivity and decision-making. Build it as you would want to use it. Thank you for watching.